Hi guys, how are you today? I started that just a tad too soon. So what we're making today is the chicken and rice. I thought I'm going to use cream of mushroom, and I thought I had cream of chicken soup, but I can't find it. So we're just going to make our own. So I'm using 2 chicken bouillon cubes. Now, I will tell you, for any vegetarians out there, you can just use cream of chicken or cream of mushroom soup. You don't have to use the cream of chicken. And you can also use cauliflower instead of chicken. So just a couple of different options for you. So for this, I am using meat, and I am going to use the chicken broth, but I also put 1 teaspoon of the cornstarch in. That's going to help to thicken it. So right now, we're just going to crush this down, and I did put the cornstarch in already. So, okay. So now, shake this off. And I just thought it'd be a good idea to teach you how to do the cream of chicken without having cream of chicken soup. So I, again, don't measure, but we are going to start off with that, and I'm going to mix it with this. And the reason that I crushed it is because normally the warm water would dilute this or break this down. Sorry, not dilute it, but break it down. But since we're using half and half instead of milk, and then normally, will you check in the fridge out in the garage and see if I have any heavy whipping cream? Thank you. My sous chef on. Tonight, Cassie is helping me. AJ is off in his gaming world. So she's right now checking to see if we have any heavy cream. No, we don't. Okay, which is totally fine. It's totally fine. So you want to grind pepper? Okay, there's Cassie. Now, because we definitely do need more of the uh, cream of chicken. Welcome in, everybody. Hi. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Terry. Hi, Terry. I'm sorry. The computer's a little bit far away, so it's harder for me to read. So we are making chicken and rice. So we're going to let that sit. We just made cream of chicken soup because we don't have any. And we're also going to be using cream of mushroom soup. So we're going to set that stuff there. And I'm going to put the cream over here. And I'm going to, it's over here. I'm going to cut the chicken. So for me, I'm going to be cubing the chicken. And if you're going to be using cauliflower, I would just break that instead of chicken. I would just break that into small or bite-sized pieces where you have some chunks in there. That's always a good idea. And I am, again, going to cube this. You can leave it whole. If you're going to leave it whole, I recommend that you slice it right down the center, and then you give a few swipes right through the middle, like this. That will help in the cooking process so that it doesn't take as long to cook and you don't get dry chicken. And we're going to put this, I'm trying to cut off some of the excess fats, right, little pieces in there. And since I went ahead and cut that, we're just going to go ahead and slice that. Now, normally I used to leave this whole, but we found that it's easier to eat if it's cut into bite sizes instead. And everything gets really, really good and seasoned as well. So, like I said, I'm making chicken and rice. And usually I use a cream of mushroom and a cream of chicken soup, just for a different flavor. But I thought I had cream of chicken, but I don't. So we went ahead and made our own cream of chicken soup, and we used two bouillon cubes. I used 1 teaspoon of of cornstarch. And right now we have about a quarter cup of half and half. If you have heavy cream, that works better. Heavy cream, that'll work better because that'll thicken up. So we use the cornstarch to do that. So right now, and we have so we are going to make this 2 ways today. We're going to make it with rice in the big bowl, and then we're going to make it with, hi, Kathy. So we're going to make it with a orzo pasta because Cassie cannot have rice. So here we go. We got some really nice sized breasts out of this package. So that's great. How are we doing with that? I'm scared to take the lid off. Can you open that cupboard? I don't want to touch it. Brett, what is the little clear ones? Yes. So she's grinding the pepper for me because we've got to have a lot. So remember, I'm making 2 pans, so I need to have quite a bit of fresh ground pepper. Fresh ground, I mean, you can use your regular pepper. I like fresh ground. It just seems to add a much deeper flavor. Yeah, we're going to need more for sure. Because like I said, we have 2 pans that we're doing, not just one. So I had one of my family members, my Aunt Margaret, my Uncle Phil, they have been watching the videos. I thank them for that. Hi, if you're watching today. And they sent me a recipe from my grandmother, which I'm super excited to try. It's a Mexican casserole, I think is what we called it. I was looking at that, and I want to definitely try that. So maybe I will get the stuff, not this week because I already ordered my groceries for this week, so I'll have to do it next week, not this upcoming week, I mean. So I'll have to place an order for a couple of different things that I normally would not buy. So I'll add that to my rest of my menu, maybe next week. So I'm really excited to try that, especially being my grandma. I loved her. She was a great lady. She was one of my favorite people. And I didn't learn to cook from her, but I did learn to cook from another amazing lady. I was very, very lucky and had a great mother-in-law. And in my opinion, I would have to say the best mother-in-law. She was ornery and fun and compassionate and caring, and she taught me a lot of that. And cooking was one of them. And you know, if you learn from your mother-in-law, then you cook like your husband likes. So I feel like I was very fortunate to have had that opportunity. She has since passed, but we did have 13 amazing years with her teaching me how to cook. And I'll tell you what, she ate some really bad food. And she still came back and let me cook for her again.
I can remember probably my first Thanksgiving. That's probably good. Thank you. Can you get the other seasonings out? I have the seasoned salt and paprika. I just need salt and pepper and parsley. And anyway, my first Thanksgiving I ever cooked, they came to our apartment, our townhouse for dinner. Thank you. And I guess you don't need to get the pepper since you've been working on that. Sorry. That's pepper. Yes. So they came to our apartment for dinner and Thanksgiving dinner. And while I was in the process of making the stuffing, I had these older, silver shakers, like salt and pepper shakers, and the salt shaker had been empty. So I was filling it up, and the lid was always kind of stubborn to get on. And so I thought that I got it on right. I know you guys probably can tell where this is going already, but I went to dump the salt on, and the lid came off. And me, still being quite naive when it came to cooking, I thought I got it all out, but salt absorbs very quick, and it was absorbing into the bread before I even knew it, or into the cornmeal or whatever at that point. And it absorbed in, and that stuffing was so salty. Let me tell you, salty. So she, her and her boyfriend they both came back for seconds. And then they told me, I knew how salty it was because I tasted it, but I couldn't believe they went back for seconds just to make me feel good. I think at that moment in her life, she thought, I better teach her how to cook, otherwise my son's gonna starve. So she started really, she had started working with me before that, but she really started working with me on cooking. And I think I got good at it. We'd have to ask my husband and my kids, probably some of my clients as well, that used to eat my cooking quite a bit. They don't now, not anything happened to them or anything, but they don't now because they live in Jacksonville and I can't deliver to them. They would probably still order if I didn't live all the way out here and have a 3-hour drive to get food to them. So anyway, yeah, that was something I used to do, was cook for a bunch of my neighbors and strangers, people I didn't know, but I would cook for them. They would order, I would put a menu together, and they would order food so they didn't have to cook. I really did enjoy doing that as well. So anyway, that's a lot about me. You're learning a lot today, aren't you? Okay. So we are almost done. I think we have one more piece of chicken to cut up. Now, I am putting this straight into the mix raw, just like that. Now, some people might want to pre-cook the chicken. You don't really have to, with it being cut into bite sizes. It does cook fairly quickly in with the rice and everything else. So I am definitely crowded here today with all of my ingredients. So anyway, so we are almost finished with the trimming. Who's ready for Thanksgiving? Who is ready for, I am not. I did, however, just order a bunch of the stuff. I place my my grocery order online. For some of you that don't know that, I do that online because it saves me money. I don't go to the store and buy extra stuff that I really don't need. So I do that on online. So I did just place the order for some of the pies. because I'm going to make, we do have some friends coming. For those of you that know me, that's what I like. I like to have a lot of people around for the holidays. So if anybody needs to have a place to go, well, just let me know. Door's open. Come see me. All right, so we are, that's the last piece there. Now, well, I guess I didn't get it all off. We are gonna do, we have some friends that are coming that are from, well, they're originally from Venezuela, but they are, they moved here from Chile, and they are coming for a true American Thanksgiving. They've been here for a while, and they've attempted to make their Thanksgiving meals. Not saying that they did do a good job. They probably did amazing, but we're going to teach them how to do American, because that's all I know. Mexican American, American, I don't know. Anyway, all right. So now, Cass, could you pop that open for me? I do have icky hands. So I'm going to take some and put in this one. This is the one that we're going to put the pasta in. And then the rest of the meat is going to go in here. I think I'm going to put some of this meat away. I have a sugar glider. Some of you guys know that. Some of you don't. So I am going to save some back for my sugar glider because I got to get her some food ready. We had 2 sugar gliders, but my little boy passed away. So my little girl's still all alone, and she doesn't mind. She's okay. They were pretty close when they were together, but they're okay. So I'm going to put some behind for her because I make her meals in advance. So anyway, so she's going to get that. Hook that up for her. So real quick, I'm going to wash my hands. Will you put soap on my hands for me? All right. So I'm using jasmine rice. It's a white rice. If you want to use a brown rice, or like we are doing it with the pasta tonight. I don't know if anybody else has added on, but we're going to do it with some pasta because Cassie cannot have rice. So we are going to do this. This is our cream of chicken that we had started earlier. And so it should be good and mixed up. And I probably should put it into a bigger shaker container so I can shake it up and get all of it mixed. I don't want to leave any of that yummy behind. All right, so there's that. So now we're going to we'll leave that right there. We're going to add some more half and half because we don't have any heavy whipping cream. So we are going to add a little bit more of the cornstarch because I added more of the milk or the half. All right, so now this and take this down, make it good. Okay. So we're going to pour some of this on the chicken. Oops. Man, Patsy, I'm sorry. I just spilled it everywhere. All right. Now, you can add just a tad more milk because I left a little bit in there. Half and half. Go. Have some of the. All right. So we will have to add, we would have to add some for the cream of mushroom. Now, Cassie's not a huge cream of mushroom, but I did put that in. That'll help thicken everything up as well. It's she just doesn't like mushrooms. She knows what she's missing if she has to be, but you know. All right. So now we're just going to go ahead and mix the soups up before we put in the rice. So I'm just going to mix the cream of chicken and the cream of mushroom and see if I need to add any more milk, because I do want it a bit on the liquid side, because the water, the rice will absorb the any water that's in there. We like to have a little bit of gravy in it. So once I add the add the rice, then I will add the seasoning, and that way everything gets stirred in. Let's see. I think I'm going to need to add. So with Cassie's, because it's a smaller container and it's pasta will cook in this. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit more, half and half in here. And then, can you grab me a spoon, please? So I'm going to put her rice, or her, a little spoon is fine. I'm going to put her pasta in. I think that's a little bit too much, but we'll add it in and stir it and see. It's pretty much double. Okay, so will you do a cup of rice in there for me? We're going to go ahead and season it. Salt. Remember, we're seasoning the pasta and the chicken. So all right. And peppers here. All right. And then we're going to add just a right down there for me, please. This is paprika. It's going to add just a little bit of a kick. That's probably the secret sauce, or the secret to the recipe, is the paprika. All right. So now, sour cream. We're going to add sour cream. Normally, when you first open your sour cream, you want to make sure you use a spoon, or a fork, because it doesn't break it down like a spoon does. And the sour cream will last longer if you use a fork first. So now we're going to take the I wasn't quite done with that. I needed a little bit more, but that's okay. Just use it. All right, so we're stirring this all in there. And so first it should be okay. All right. No, it looks pretty good. It's okay. So there's hers. Let me show you what that looks like. There is Cassie's. And you see it has kind of a red tint to it. That's just from the paprika. And now we're going to season ours, the rest of the families. And oh, I didn't have the rice. I'm sorry. Here's the rice. So I have about 2 cups of liquid, maybe 2.5 cups of liquid. I might add a little bit more. It still feels like it's a little bit thin. A little bit thick, I mean. So I might add just a bit more. With this tonight for us, I'm gonna do some peas with dinner. AJ won't be happy to hear that, because he's not a green bean or pea fan, but he doesn't mind the peas so much because he feels like he could swallow those whole. I don't know. But so we're gonna do green bean or peas with our dinner this evening. And that's much better. So I probably have about 3 cups of liquid in here. So we're putting 1 cup of rice. Maybe nope, I did it all. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and season. This is parsley. Like I said, if you want the recipe, just message me. I'll make sure you get it. And most everything that I'm making, you can substitute for just vegetarian. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any big deal. You change it out for something cauliflower, broccoli, tofu. I mean, I'm not a tofu person, but you know. All right, now we're gonna do the pepper. Still need more. Miss some edges. I know I'm gonna stir it in, but I still like to get it all. All right, so we didn't do the sour cream yet, so we're gonna add sour cream in there, and that'll help to thicken the sauce if it is too thin. So I'm not real worried about adding the extra here. So, all right, we're just kind of stirring that in. Really looks good. Smells good too. I think it smells more peppery. Now, you may not like as much pepper as we do, but we do like pepper. Reach through. Yep. So don't use, you season it to your taste and your preference, because that's what this is all about, is making my food match what you want. All right, so there's mine, the rice one. I shouldn't say mine, I should say the rice one. All right, so here's the rice one. Oop, almost spilled it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook in the air fryer. So I will put both. It's funny because I only have one rack. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yes. So I only have one rack, so I have to use for my big air fryer. So I'm going to use the basket to cook one on, and the other will be on the shelf. So we're putting them right in here. This way, in the summer, you don't want to heat up your whole house. So I try to use the air fryer as often as possible, because it doesn't heat up the whole house. So I am putting it on bake. I'm putting it at 360, and we're going to cook it for about 40 minutes. So, seasoning on this. So then what I'm going to do is get the peas going. Those will just go in the microwave, salt and pepper, all good. You can use whatever seasoning it is that you like, honestly, or side dish. We might put some bread or rolls with ours. I'm not sure if I have any in there, but that's what we're doing this evening. So now you know what we're having. I hope you guys have prepared and planned and maybe are doing the same thing. Hi, Chris. How are you today? I hope everything is going well. So just real quick, if you have any friends that you think my channel might help, send this to them so that they can watch. I will be putting a menu out on Sunday. Hi. And then you'll know what I'm cooking for the week, and you can jump on the days that you want to watch, and you can jump on, don't have to jump on the other days. So again, if you have any questions or you want to add a recipe, just send it to me, and we will see about putting that on one of our daily dinners. Okay. So again, have a wonderful day, and look forward to hearing from y'all. Remember, all of my food is made with love. Bye.